And we do it again, gang. Let me know if you can hear me. Hello, Kano, and Imsworth, and Lisa. Welcome. And Ryan, and a sub, Jacket Flaps. Jacket Flaps, thank you for showing up to my, my new thing. It's called a 3 a.m. stream. I'm gonna, a hype train is close apparently, so says Streamlabs. Thank you so much, Imsworth, for the sub. More Jacket Flaps. More Jacket Flaps. Welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. This is my life now. Oh, is that a Ryan Swole that I see? Right, anyways. Oh, I just realized, I don't know if I have Clip Studio set up in my game overlay. Let's hope it is. Nice. Okay, cool. Very epic. So I was like, hey, I have an idea for an illustration, and I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is. I'm just gonna keep doing it, and hopefully things will start happening. I don't know, hopefully it'll look like an illustration. Things are looking pretty alien right now. It's just start of an illustration, you know, it just goes like that sometimes. I don't know how to draw. That's my secret. Kinda sus. Little sus. Little sus. But yeah. The Ian Hinode stands for exhausted. Yeah, boy. That's pretty much it. This is I don't know, this is pretty normal, isn't it? Do the thing! The thing! I can do the thing. Okay, hold on. Let me I mean, you guys will probably figure out immediately what's happening. Can't imagine. Can't imagine this will be that hard to figure out. I don't know what's happening with the perspective there anyways. Well, hold on, what is happening here? No, that's incorrect. When is our stream baby coming? What stream baby? Whom? Whom you speak of? Who you talking about? Oh, also, in case you guys, were at all interested. And I'm- You haven't even subbed for 9 months, Lisa? Holy crap. That's gonna be another Jacket Flap from me. Holy crap. Thank you so much. Our stream baby. I'll draw him off to the side on a different layer. He or she. Let's draw like a little. Oh, little sus. What do children look like? I haven't seen a child, I think, since 2020. I don't know, ears look like that. People do little curly ears, right? Let's give him a bowl cut. I'm not tired. I'm not actually tired, I'm just trying to be quiet. I actually just had a large cup of coffee. Also, do you guys like my new thing? I sketch with no pressure sensitivity. It's kind of fun. I kind of have really been vibing. Kind of a good time. Okay, anyways, this is the stream child. I'll give him a little body. Little stinky fingies. It's a baby, so we got chubby arms. Chubby arms. Just gonna go like, he's here to keep you company. He's here to have a good time with the gang. He's watching over us. Coffee at 3 a.m. Yeah, because I woke up at like 5 p.m. and who cares, and everything's meaningless and life is horrible, but we can draw anyways. We continue to draw. Oh, also, I was saying this before, I think, but I have a model showcase, a new model showcase of a good VTuber friend of mine that I've also rigged coming up on YouTube and Twitter and all other places in like a few hours. I don't know. I'll keep it a surprise for now who it is. It's a rig that I'm like, I'm pretty proud of it. But yeah, it's all up and ready to be or it's all like, it's like already on YouTube, it's just unlisted. But yeah, I will share that with you guys like come morning time, my time, but I will definitely still be awake for. Dehydrate, alrighty, just for you, Connor. I actually still have a little. I can't believe I have 8 viewers right now. These 3 a.m., 4 a.m. streams are not good for me. You guys are promoting a bad sleeping schedule for the children. It's a big wafer. Thank you. What have I been up to? Here I'll talk about Toggle Jacket already. Thank you, Ryan. It's a little chilly. I think I can talk a little bit about what I've been up to. So, I have been on and off working on a whole new model for myself. Not like a wow, Ironoki with the follow. Yo, Jack of Flaps, thank you so much for the follow. Come join my Discord and things. Hold on, I can do the commands. I can do it. I know, yes! Welcome, thank you so much for joining the Hino gang. Enjoy your stay. Just up too late looking for new artists to watch? Well, I'm up too late streaming on Twitch. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to my train wreck of an existence. Sorry, you came in like this super sketchy stage. Hope you don't mind. You know much about Trainwreck? Oh, good. So I don't have to give you any of the disclaimers or anything. Very nice, very nice. But yeah, so what I was saying, I think at some point, you're also oh, gotcha, neat. Kano, please stop dehydrating me. I'm so young and so little. But yeah, so what I've been up to, I made a whole model showcase that will be uploaded to my YouTube. Hold on, do I have a YouTube command? I don't use my commands very often. Yeah! That'll be uploaded to my YouTube sometime like later today, like in 4 or 5 hours probably? I don't know. But yeah, I'll upload the new model showcase. And it's gonna be great, and I learned more video editing crap, so it's like kind of nice looking. Also, the artist who originally drew them, because I didn't draw the model for this model. Gotta go back to work. Goodbye, JP. A single jack of flap on your way out. Have a good day. But yeah, I didn't draw the model art for this model that I did the showcase for, but I'm like, me and the model me and the artist we're chill, right? And she drew like, or I guess she like designed, like, it's more graphic design. Yeah, she designed the background for the showcase, and she's actually good at graphic design. So it looks really good. Like, this is my nicest looking, well, I only have one other showcase, but it's a really nice looking, guys. I'm really excited to share. Yeah, other than that, lots of commissions. I stream, yeah, I try to stream as often as I can. It's easier for me to stream at these horrible hours. But, yeah, this is the RJ show. What? Okay, so how would this hand be? I don't know, like, I'll just draw that for now and then we'll fix it later. And then here's the other hand, right? That's my shorthand for hands. Cool. I shouldn't be allowed privileges. Yeah, lots of commissions. Still saving up for that keyboard because I'm like really wanting to do keyboard streams for everybody, or piano streams. That's like a main goal of mine right now. And also, I think I'm working on a new model, whole new model for myself. I don't want to give anything away yet, but it's a lot more intense than this model. It's like a lot more intense than this model. There's so much crap going on. I have to like write out notes on paper for this next model. It grew since the last time I was here. Melodica Supremacy. Yo, Rasmo! What's up? Hey! Yeah, boy, we got Melodica. Hold on. Oh, shoot. My Melodica's actually downstairs and it's 3 a.m. currently. I don't think I could... I don't think I could play it if I wanted to. Are you a furry? I've always been a furry, Lisa. You know this. You know this. A raccoon toggle. I should have a little raccoon toggle. That'd be super cute. I didn't actually think about that until like now. Sleeping Pill have been spared from the Melodica. For now. For now. Also, Rosma, I don't want to like, I won't share anything that, I won't share anything yet, but like, since we've been like communicating, I guess, I don't know if I told you this already, but I stalked your YouTube channel and I've been binge watching a lot of your videos, so thanks for making cool content. Let's try and do perspective. Maybe? Maybe? No? Maybe? Yeah, no, I've been really vibing. Your videos are like the exact kind of videos I love. Hold on, are you on Twitch? Or are you, I know you mostly do, YouTube. Here, I'll link your YouTube, because I'll show everyone, all my, like, 7 viewers, your channel. No, I love, like, obscure movies and stuff. That's my whole, that's like, that's like one of my main interests. Hold on, I'll link them into the chat. There. It's Rosmo. But yeah, if you like, what do you call it? Like, reviews, kind of? Like, commentary? If you guys like commentary on, like, kind of obscure movies and like animation and stuff like that, highly recommend. Yeah, everyone go check out Rosmo. Nah, I've been like super vibing. And then like you did like a Fantastic Mr. Fox one recently and I was like, oh yes, 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 yes. Love that movie, it's so good. This hand is way too little. Yeah, thanks for showing up. Thanks for showing up in my stream. I'll probably get nothing accomplished. I'm in this art stage where I sketch a lot of things and I hate them all and then I never do anything else with them. Also, this smile there is just temporary. I wasn't going to keep the smile ever. Just until I made it. Thank you for the extra bits. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. You know what? Jacket flaps from me. Thank you. That's super nice of you. Yeah, we vibe. Most of my streams, or whatever streams that do end up happen at like 3 or 4 a.m. my time. Oh, shoot. I'm a mess. Where's... Okay, cool. So that layer is there. I also have like 15 sketch layers. Mouth is like a little sideways, but like that's fine. Well, what if I like actually... I was just gonna have it like be a circle. Yo, I don't mean to brag, but my doctor told me that I have the worst sleeping schedule of any patient he's ever had. And like, I have no other choice but to be proud, because what else? Well, I just, you know, what else do I do? Cry? No, it's funny. It's hilarious. Right? Exactly. I was like, well, might as well brag about it. No point in being upset, right? How would I, like, a little smile around this? No, I don't like it. We're just doing a little... I know the mouth is kind of sideways, but we're gonna pretend like the face is at like a very slight angle. Hypervirtual- wait, Hypervirtual Extreme. Didn't I just like see you in Clea's chat? I was hanging out in Clea's stream right before I started streaming. I could have sworn. I could have sworn. Nice. What's up? Welcome. I've made zero progress on this. Also, I have no idea why I'm drawing her, like, at an angle. I have no explanation for that. Oh, this is supposed to be me. It's my instrument. It's my whole thing. It's my appeal. Other than the jacket. It's my second appeal. You forgot the name? It's, Melodica? Or Melodian, depending on where you live. Yeah, boy. So you're kind of hunched. Actually, no, that's okay. That's fine. Yeah, like a few years ago, actually, I bought myself like an expensive one. Well, I started out with like a $40 one, and it was kind of fun. It's all like, it's completely black, even like where the white keys are. And that one is fun, but it went sharp really fast because it was like a cheaper one. And then I got like some Suzuki Melodica, and this one's actually like the one, or this one's actually called a Melodian. Or, I don't know, that's what Suzuki calls it. Probably because like the word melodica is copyrighted by like some other thing, like Hohner maybe. Who knows? Yeah, who knows? Also, what's happening here? Why can't I draw feet? Sure. Who knows? Who knows what's happening here? I'm gonna angle this foot so there's no tangent. In art, you're not supposed to do tangents. You know what's kind of fun? Is, when you're doing VTuber models and you can just, like, draw tangents in. RJ, what? Why were the question marks? What happened? What did I do? What happened? Why are we questioning my motives? But yeah, when you're drawing a VTuber model, you can literally just add in all the tangents you could ever want, because it's gonna be in action like the entire time. Thank you, Lisa. How kind of you. Oh, also, another thing. Okay. Another thing I wanted to talk about, actually. I'm gonna try to do, more YouTube stuff. I'm gonna try and be more of a YouTuber than a streamer, I think. I still like streaming. I'm definitely still gonna stream. Probably not any less than I'm already streaming. Ryan, leave me alone. Ryan knows my entire schedule. Or my entire, like, to-do list. And I have a lot of things in mind for, like, a YouTube channel. And I'm excited, but it's a lot. Yeah! Thank you! Should I call you Rosmo? Roz? Rozzy? Rosmo. What's the thing you do on your... I'm just gonna, like, completely fangirl right now. what is it? You're like Rosmo or something like that. I'm blanking. But yeah, I want to do like, I have like a really weird variety of content planned right now. So I have a couple showcases, like model showcases, and I get to cross one of them off my list. I get to cross one of them because it's gonna be posted later, like at some point, like in a few hours. I don't know. And then also, my good friend Ryan that you keep seeing in the chat, my good friend, my homie, my guy, has edited a clip compilation for me out of the kindness of her heart. I gotta draw you something for that. That was very nice of you. Or donate you money. I was so impressed. She did it in like a day. Or like less than. Oh, also, let me do this real quick. Yay! Ryan is my OG child. I think, were you technically, like, other than like myself, you were like the first. Oh wait, oh that was Larissa actually, but that doesn't count because she's not a VTuber, like full-time. Oh, and also, I just did Kira's rig though. You're like my first like full child. And this melodica's gotta be in front of the knee? What's the perspective doing here? No, the melodica wouldn't be that long. Ah, maybe I just should bring that leg down? It's throwing me off. What's happening here? You were my first child after my new model. Hey, should I pull out the old model? If I, can I make like a channel point reward for like, to bring out the old model? Because it's kind of hilarious. Hold on, I'm gonna move myself over a little bit. You know what, let's do that. That'd be kind of funny. I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna interrupt my whole stream to make a channel point reward for me to bring out my old model. Because, haha, that's hilarious. How do I do that? Viewer rewards, channel points. Manage rewards and challenges? How much should it be? Who has, like, who here thinks they have the most points? I'm gonna make it like 3 more points than that. Gotta try to head back to sleep. Alrighty, Amsworth, have some good sleep. A jacket flap for you on your way out. Alrighty, let's see. Add a custom reward. Ugly RJ. Oh wait. Ugly RJ. Summon Ugly RJ. So if a serenade's 2,000, then we can make this one like, I don't know, like 5,000. Let's do it. Okay, I'm just getting everything. I'm getting everything ready. Create? I don't know, maybe it works now. Does it look like the old sketches? I've used it on stream before. I've definitely used it on stream before. There were a few things that were wrong with it. So my current model is actually like mainly based off it. Dehydrate already, just for you, Hyper Virtual Extreme. I will not take a sip of water. Like in terms, there were a few things I didn't like about the art. Like the eyes were a bit too close together, I think. My hair, like this little like sideburn pieces of hair were like a bit too far away from the base of the face. The coloring of the hair, just like a few things like that. And then also like the rig that I did for it. It was my very first rig ever. In terms, like, my very first rig, I guess it's like, or for my very first rig, it's like not too bad, I think. But it's not great compared to even like this rig. Even this rig right now that I'm like using, or like for this model that you guys are seeing, is like, it's a little bit old, or it's a little bit outdated. I think I can start adding some detail to this bad boy. Yeah, I've since learned a lot of tricks when it comes to rigging. But yeah, the old model did just a couple things that weren't up to par. Also, the old model's jacket doesn't zip, and the headphones aren't voice reactive. So yeah. It's a lot less technically impressive as well. I don't know how to draw hair! I hate drawing my hair. If there's like one thing I could change, I guess technically I can change this, because I'm making a new model anyways. But I hate the way my hair is. It's so hard to draw. Or maybe I'm just dumb. RJ gets a haircut. I'm gonna shave the side of my head. Wasn't that like a thing? Wasn't that like popular in like early 2010s? Everyone was like shaving parts of their skull. You know what? I still kind of love it. Yeah, honestly. It's because I'm constantly like, my aesthetic is stuck in 2010, and I'm not like upset about it, honestly. I have one model idea rather, actually. I have most of it designed already. What the heck is my hair doing? I have my model literally right in front of my face. Why am I not referencing that? But yeah, I have one model idea. It's like an alternate outfit model that really is, it has a lot of like, I guess, nostalgic aesthetic trends. I can never do it because I don't like my head shape, but it's cool. I kind of want to do it. Like in real life. I've always thought about it. Even when I was younger, I was kind of thinking about doing it, but I'm like, no, I can't. I'm afraid. But now I'm old enough to have entered a state of existential, well, it's like, what's it called when you've like passed the existential dread? I don't know, I've entered a state of not caring anymore. If you could call it that. Jaded, I don't know. I don't know. Nihilism, probably nihilism. I remember studying nihilism a little bit, and I'm like, you know what, this doesn't sound so bad. I don't think I hate the idea of nihilism. I think it's kind of great, honestly. I think it's a little epic. I don't know, because nihilism is just, yeah, I guess it's just kind of beyond the point of, it's beyond the point of, like, caring, like, I don't know. Because I feel like existentialism is the more stressful one, but nihilism is the more, like, acceptance. You know what I mean? If I'm remembering correctly from, like, my high school philosophy classes. Be an absurdist. I'm already virtual, might as well be. That's fun. I'm game. Is that... That's not great. Not a huge fan of that strand of hair. But we push... No, we don't push forward. We we work at it until it looks better, I think, this time around. It's not great. It's not great. I mean, man, I'm awake. I'm awake at 3 a.m. doing a stream. You guys decide for me what that is. Is this RJ hair? Does this resemble me? Bad life choices. Hey yo. Then we got a little bun. Little bun. Oh, also, yeah, I skebbed again. I don't know if you guys saw my tweet. And let me explain why it was an accident. So, I mean, still could be argued that it was not an accident. And you wouldn't be wrong. But, like, you know, it wasn't like... And let me explain. Okay, oh, skeb. So, for those of you who don't know, skebs are the lifeblood of VTubers. A skeb is essentially a Japanese website where you can commission an artist with like a one-time communication. Think of it like the fast food of art commissions. Not in terms of quality, but rather just in terms of like convenience, I suppose. So you like send a message to an artist on a website, like explaining the kind of commission you want. They can either just like accept or reject it, like there on the spot. And then like there's no more communication from that point. So I don't really know why, but it's like appealing to VTubers a lot. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I kind of prefer being able to communicate with the people I've commissioned. Just me? I don't know. But the thing is, like, there's a lot. I mean, there's probably a big draw because there's a lot of really good artists there. Yeah, again, completely Japanese based, so you can get like some nice, authentic Japanese art. Wow. But yeah, the prices are generally like a little outside of what I'm comfortable spending on what is it called? What's it called? A commodity is like a thing that you don't need, right? Yeah, it's a bit outside what I would spend on a commodity like art. This head, that is not symmetrical. But I mean, a lot of them, I think like an average price for the good ones is like $100 roughly. Yeah, like roughly $100 probably. They can range like anywhere from like $30 for a lesser quality one, 100 like up to like I've seen like $300 ones for like more famous artists. So here's my story. So I've actually skebbed twice now. The first skeb that I found, it was a $50 artist, and I paid them a little more because I feel like they should have been paid a little more. And they got this really cool, cute, edgy style, and I was a fan. It's not like a traditional like anime looking art style too. So I always vibe with like weird, funky art styles. So I did that, and then like a little bit later, I found another artist. This one is like a full body. It's just like a full body commission, I think. Pretty sure. And then like while I was like after the high of like getting that sked and that having that one be accepted, I'm like, oh, I want to do this again. Or like, yeah, so I was looking like through like other skeb artists, and I found another one. And they had a lot more like of a traditional anime style, and it was a lot more detailed, and their prices were still kind of low. So I'm like, okay, you definitely need to raise your prices, but okay, I can afford this. So I paid them, and I tipped them because you gotta respect the art. Or I paid like a bit more than like what they were asking for, and then I didn't hear back from them, or like they just like ghosted the request kinda. And I was like, well, okay, maybe it wasn't meant to be. That's fine. Until today, when I got an email that the request, I waited for a whole month, and I was like, okay, so I guess like they just didn't want to like reject it. I guess they just didn't want to do this one, which whatever, fine. Yeah, but I just get, oh, my cat's screaming at me from outside, so after this story I'll go get him. But yeah, I get a random email today. Oh, your Skeb's been accepted. I'm like, oh, hello, didn't realize you were alive. Thank you. So yeah, I get I'm gonna get some cool art in an uncertain amount of time. I will have art of myself. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take care of my cat. What's up, gang? $100 isn't too bad, but it does feel like, yeah, I don't know, most people have like a good experience on the website. I think I have seen like some not super great Skebs, because like sometimes an artist will get a detail wrong and then you can't tell them like, hey, you got this detail wrong, because it's like against the website's policy to request like edits or anything, or to like message the artist again, which is just kind of weird, right? This looks like my hair, I guess. An edge commission? What's an edge commission? What if I like... Okay, what if I held the thing in between my teeth? I don't know. Just because I want to be smiling a little bit in this picture. Oh, an edgy commission. Ooh, I like edgy. I do like me some edgy stuff. I have to draw my headphones, and I hate drawing my headphones. I don't know, so in my like art, my headphones are like kind of angled, which is kind of an impossible angle actually to like see, because you would only, more likely you wouldn't be seeing anything at all from this, or like, do you know what? Okay, so let me explain. So here's my face, right? Don't mind my inability to draw up circles. What's happening? So here's my face, right? So you can see the headphones. The headphones should look something like this, but on the art I kind of made them so you can see the faces of them, like these parts, right? That's impossible. I think it would more likely be that they would be angled in the actual opposite direction of that. So I never know, because like it kind of makes sense from an illustration perspective. You want certain things to be more like noticeable, I guess. I don't know. I never know how to draw them though. Whoa, this eye is lopsided. Let's pick her up a little bit. That's better. Is it? Who knows? I'm not an artist. Well, I think the whole face was... Nope, I'm leaving it. I don't care. I think it's fine. Okay, I like the teeth biting the maybe I'll make 2 versions actually. That'd be kind of fun. Also, Lisa, I just looked at your edgy drawing and I love it. I love edgy artwork. I want to get edgy artwork of myself. I have so many people that I'd love to commission. And a lot of the people that I'd love to commission are on Skeb, which is, that's the situation. These are not, you know what, when I actually get to the liner, I'm gonna copy paste those. Exactly, money. Because I'm trying to get my freaking keyboard because I want to serenade you guys with, like, my full ability. You guys have only seen a fraction of my power. I say that like I'm, like, a good pianist. I'm not a fantastic pianist, but I do like to play. I'm a good enough pianist that I can, like, kind of improvise. But I only know, like... You know... Oh! Loish! Yeah, I love Loish! She did all the Wacom box art. Fantastic artist. I wish I were her. Man, you know what sucks? I tried to draw like a background recently, and it just did not work. And I felt so like, I felt so weak in terms of my artistic ability. I was so, like, ashamed. Like, this is just me, like, by myself drawing, like, in my off time. And I tried drawing a background. Because that's for, like, another project that I've been working on that I want to show you guys. And I tried, and it was just embarrassingly bad. It's also because, like, I saw a VTuber friend of mine, Renuma. She recently did a really cool background piece. I'll link it here, actually. I don't think I don't know if she posted it to Twitter. But I know she made a speed paint of it, so I'll link the speed paint. I don't know, is her channel Renuma? I don't know if that's the name of her. That is not the name of her YouTube channel. Uh-oh. I have one more idea. Ah, there we go. I don't know if you guys like speed paints. I like watching speed paints. They help me learn art. Oh, my cat's being a freak again. Hold on. Ah, there's the speed paint. I'll be right back. My cat is a stinky little man. And I love him, but I hate him. But I love him, but I hate him. But yeah, I saw that Renuma did that picture. And I was like, I want to try. And then I tried, and it just really didn't work. And I'm like, ah, no. I don't know, I need to draw more in general. I don't draw very much anymore because I'm just too busy VTubing, or just doing VTuber commissions and stuff. And I like doing VTuber. I like doing Live 2D a lot. I really do enjoy Live 2D. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I have like a lot of Live 2D projects, and I'm excited to show you guys my future children and my future projects, stuff like that. I don't know. But I do want to draw more, and I want to make more music. I actually, I have a song, like, that's almost done that I'm, hopefully gonna post to my YouTube channel. Like, soon. I have, actually, the video, because I made a little video for the song, too. And I have that finished. Ryan, no. Not a new BGM. Just kind of something I made for fun. I was inspired by, a certain indie game with a certain indie composer. That, rocked the world, like, a little while back. And here's, like, the thing, right? So I've got, like, insane ADHD, right? So I can't, like, do anything. Like, I struggle to, like, motivate myself to do things, right? Until I get the right motivation, like, I'm like, my brain's in the right place at the very right time. I get the right motivation, and then I'm unstoppable. I get that hyper focus, right? And I only get that hyper focus when some indie like game developer comes from out of the shadows, releases a game that they also produce the music to, and then I finally find the inspiration again. That's my curse. I'm only allowed to create music when Toby Fox and Dan Salvato allow me to. How's that look? Those are cute eyes. Those are cute. Those are cute. Oh, don't mind that. I was doing some warm-up sketches earlier. They're based off of pictures I saw on Twitter. It's okay. And I also definitely have plans for more like BGM style music. But that comes with new models. So it'll, yeah. Cowboy, you got it. That's the plan. Oh, silly me, I forgot my nose. I didn't mean to pitch my with the music, but that's what happened. Do I need to make the eyes a little smaller? Oh, I hate that. Oops. No, I think they were... we'll see. No, they're too big. They're too big. Okay. Also gonna rotate them just a little bit. They're less cute now, and I don't know why. Move them down just a smidge. Uh-oh, what's going on? Why am I struggling? What's happening here? That was a little too much eyebrow on that side. I had to fix it. This eye shape is slightly different from that eye shape. Did you see the upcoming Among Us update? I did in fact see that. And I'm super pumped. I like Among Us still. Something feels off about this. Maybe it's the chin. Maybe it's the fact that I never finished the mouth fully. I'm gonna move the chin over a little bit. Yeah, I was never really, on the side of Among Us cringe. Like, Among Us the game is just cringe. I've always enjoyed Among Us. I like lying to my friends and stuff. It's a pastime of mine. I enjoy it. How wide would this mouth go? I don't actually know. Okay. Like this? I don't know, teeth, right? Guys like gatekeep girl boss. Exactly, exactly. I drew too many details on the teeth. We're gonna revert it. Revert! Maybe I need to use a smaller pen. Why do I struggle, chat? Is this your own doing? Is it my own doing? I don't know if that looks okay or it probably looks fine. But I can't see it. You guys know what I mean? When you stare for something for too long and you can no longer see if it looks okay or not. Because it's just burned itself into your mind. actually have no idea if that looks okay. So here's my plan. This is what I do when I get in these kind of like mind states, who cares? I do as much work as possible on a drawing, like while I'm like still starting it and everything. Maybe the nose needs to move? I don't know. I need to stop worrying about it. Maybe the chin. So I do as much work as possible on a model, like, or not a model. Gosh, I'm stuck in VTuber land. I do as much work on an illustration, like right from the get-go. Try and she looks, maybe she needs like a lip or something. She looks like really dumb right now. A tongue in. Sure, I don't know. Why does she look so dumb? Is it the jaw? Maybe I need to move her nose out? See, I do as much work as possible, like once I start the illustration, and then when I'm like tired, or when I'm like, okay, time to take a break, I don't look at it until I go to sleep that day, and then I wake up the next day, and then I can more accurately see my sins, the mistakes that I've made. Why does she look so stupid? Is it the mouth and the chin? It might be the mouth. Hold on, what if I moved everything, what if specifically I moved the mouth a little bit like this? Oh, I think that looks better. I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it, okay. Well, I'll leave it for now. Oh, she looks so, okay. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what's happening. I'm lost. Help. She looks so dumb. But we prevail. Because what else would we do? Why does she look so... Okay, I rotated the head. That was an accident. Okay, cool. Now I have to draw my whole body. My all of me. Dang it, why do the eyes look stupid again? Art, man. I'm quitting tomorrow. This is the last art stream. This is the last art ever. The model is cancelled. The new model, that is. I don't know if I'm making things better or worse, but you know what? I had an idea that I never remember to do. Let's record a speed paint of this, or that's a thing you can do in Clip Studio, and I never remember. Record a time lapse. Yes, okay, so now we're recording a time lapse. That's gonna give me incentive to finish the drawing. Okay, I angled the eyes a little bit. I think it looks better. Her mouth looks dumb, but it'll look less stupid with the melodica in it. I heard it out loud. I just heard it out loud. I'm sorry. It's never the case. You never look okay with a melodica. Maybe, okay, maybe this is too far forward. Here I am talking about like, hey, if you see something wrong with your drawing, just leave it alone for a little bit. And I'm like in between like sentences. I'm like, what if I tried this? Why does it look like this? What am I doing wrong? Okay, you know what? Whatever. I'm hiding. Okay, actually, I'm gonna merge down this whole thing. I'm gonna hide the face layer so I stop. What's the word? Ruminating or something on it. Oh, and I have to draw my stupid half-open jacket. Why do I do this to myself? Why can't I give myself like a good character design? That's easy to draw. Why don't I look like Steven Universe? Why am I not just Steven Universe? The best VTuber. Everyone's favorite VTuber, Steven Universe. Okay, okay, so... I'm lost. I'm lost in the rhythm. Isn't that a song? Yeah. Yeah, it goes ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum da ba-da ba 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-ba-doo. Sorry if you don't like electro swing, but I do. And you're in my stream, so you don't have any say. Yeah, welcome to the RJ stream where you can listen to me hum songs that I can't actually play on the stream. What does my jacket look like when it's opened? Hold on, I need myself for a reference. Yeah, pants now. Congrats. Okay. That's what my jacket looked. Don't mind the fact that I'm blocking chat, okay? I'm using myself as a reference really quick. Congratulations on the pants. You chilly? I'm also a little chilly, you know? Weather's getting colder around where I am. In the unspecified PST time zone. Things are getting cold, finally. Ah, dang it, you know what? Oh wait, actually, I think... So I've been making my new model, right? So, and I have like a reference of like... I changed my sleeves up a little bit. Like, not really hardly at all, but just like a little bit. So they made just a little more sense, and I feel like I sent them into one of my Discord servers. There we go, perfect. Okay. That's what the jacket looks like. I'm excited to show you guys my new plans, or my new model plans. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, also other things. I'm going through my old Discord server now. Wearing fuzzy socks. Nice! Fuzzy socks just remind me of a simpler time. I always got like, or I always used to get a pair of fuzzy socks for Christmas. Just like from my family. Like, I feel like, I mean, I still could. I don't, but I don't know. I haven't thought about it in a bit. It's wholesome though. Then the cult came. Ah, yes. Then I joined a cult. And then I became a VTuber. Which is like basically joining a different cult. Am I right, folks? I did a fake laugh and then I choked. I'm dying. I'm dying. Hold on. I'm gonna take a sip of my now cold coffee. Coffee, get it? It didn't help. But it did taste nice. Pretty good. Okay, I don't think I need myself as a reference anymore. I'm gonna scoot back. No! Don't look at my lower half! It's there, I promise it's there. I promise. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Wow, that coat sleeve needs to be larger. I don't like that kind of, right? Nice. And that's the other sleeve, and it's gonna kind of be like this. You'll stay for 10 more minutes. Ah, I appreciate it. Thank you. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Ruh-roh. And the zipper would be like here, probably. Yeah, again, no idea why I'm drawing this angled. I mean, if I zoom in on the piece, and I probably will, that'll probably fit. Or it'll probably be a nicer composition, like slightly angled. This is what it would look like, more right side up. And I'm okay with that. Just like slightly angled, that's nice. Okay, I don't hate that. You need to sleep. Sleep is for the weak. I'm gonna angle this in a little bit more. Big face rub, big face rub. Alrighty. You know what? I am gonna get a reference of myself. Bow, bow, down, down. I think this is my model. Yeah, okay. I have a lot of files that I have had open recently that I'm not allowed to talk about yet. Stop! Frick! Okay, 1 second. Yes, legs. Alright, and I'll stick her like right there. Wait, what is... Did I draw... I drew marks on her. Okay, back to this one. But yeah, I don't want to accidentally open up, like, some secret information. Okay, leggies. How does this look so far? Incoherent. Good, that's what I'm going for. How'd it go? Yo, Jack of Flaps, welcome! I'm just sketching right now. I'm just sketching a piece that has, frankly, zero composition. Maybe I'll, like, zoom in at some point and then it will. Recording a time-lapse like I'm gonna finish this piece. Hilarious. You're making myself sit here. Watch till, like, oh, mood. Maybe I'll get the urge to draw. What do knees look like? Hold on, I'm gonna get a reference. You guys just chat amongst yourselves. Hope y'all are doing good. Bent knees. Reference. Oh cool, I love getting you know what? I won't grace you guys with the knowledge that I've seen. Okay. Okay. So knees really do just come out right kind of in front, don't they? I want a front view, please. Knees are weird. Okay, anyways. What happened? I was looking away. Yo, so, Jack, camera rad, thank you so much for the follow. Ooh, welcome to the stream, Jack of Flaps for you. Welcome to the Hino gang. We're chillin', killing. I don't want to talk about it, okay, Lisa? I don't want to talk about it. Done the most drawing I've done in weeks while watching. Good! Everybody draw. That's the task. Everybody has to draw while RJ is drawing. You have to motivate me to draw while drawing. It's the rules. Also, so Jet, Camerat, I hope you're a real person. Oh, you are a real person. Pretty new with the thank you. That's my appeal. That's the VTuber thing that I can do. Some people are gods. Some people are animals. Some people are rigged by Iron Vertex. Me? Well, I can do this with my jacket. Welcome to the stream. Oh, we got beatbox. Beatbox about my jacket. Oh, you mean like rap? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hello. Hello, my name is RJ and I'm here to say I got Jack of Flaps and they're gonna make your day. Anyways, I'm gonna try drawing and I hope... I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't freestyle. Ah! This is why I'm a failure as a live streamer. I made for scripted content like YouTube. Have you guys there's this it's not a bit, but it's like okay, so there's this podcast, right, called My Brother and Me. I don't really watch them, I just know of them. And well, here's what I do know. I know of this animator on YouTube called Louis Zong, because he also makes songs sometimes, and he's fantastic. But he animated a clip from the podcast My Brother and Me, where oh, Sojek, oh, it's German for, okay, gotcha. I'll call you comrade. But yeah, he animated this clip from My Brother and Me, and there's 3 brothers, where one of them's like, hey, so I make up like these little ice cream songs sometimes to the tune of Do You Sing Low, you know, the and he's like pretty good at just like improvising them on the spot, and he tries to get one of his other brothers to do it, and gosh, it's such a mood. I feel that so much. Like, here, I'll just link it because that's the kind of stream we're having today. I'll show you guys. Ice cream. My brother and me. Where did it go? I'll link the Louis Zong animation because we love that man. Ah, goodbye, Lisa. Hold on. There's the video. And a couple Jack of Flaps on your way out. Have a good sleep. Have a good sleep, Lisa. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, man. I wish I could do improv. I have this thing where whenever I try to do anything on the spot, my brain stops functioning and I can't process information anymore. It's a cool trick of mine. Rhythm of the City. I don't remember that one. I'll have to give that a watch in a little bit after my stream. Because people don't like when I stop the stream just to watch YouTube. Jack of Flaps remind me of Vampire Squids for some... What's Vampire Squids? I'm not well versed in pop culture. Except for the VTuber thing, I guess. Uh-oh, we got a tangent, but I'm not gonna even care a little bit about that. Yeah, man, I wish I could improv. I feel like that would, well, I mean, definitely would make me a much better live streamer, right? You finished your sketches! Congrats, Ryan! Sit back and watch a bit. Get yourself a cup of tea and relax and enjoy me rambling and making little progress on art. They're all really good. I'd say they're the best rep of bam stuff. That's short. Yeah. You don't like tea? Even like chai tea? I love chai tea. That's my favorite tea. Hey, you guys want to hear an embarrassing story that happened to me? And when I say embarrassing story, I mean like I was actually like super embarrassed at the time. And it was so stupid. It was all completely my own doing. It was 100% my own fault. So It's really dumb. So, oh, actually, I gotta think of a story, or I gotta think of a way to tell this without, giving too many personal details away. Okay. So, I was in a lobby, we'll say, with the caretakers, and, with the caretakers. We had to wait in a lobby, and we were going to do stuff in this place, but due to certain, mandates and things, we were only allowed 2 people at a time to do the thing. So in this lobby, they had so we're all waiting a little bit in this lobby. So in this lobby, they have the kind of like the basic lobby stuff. They have this little tray with some like tea bags, creamers, like stir sticks for coffee, cups and stuff like that. And I've noticed it, but there's no like water or anything. There's no boiling water nearby. So, like, and it was like a bit later into the night, so it makes sense that they wouldn't have that out. Or maybe they didn't have it out just because of like current world events. Who knows? But I see that they have chai tea there. So I'm like, okay, I'll take a couple chai teas for myself. Some complimentary chai teas, seeing as I'll be waiting in this lobby for a little bit for it to be my turn to go and do this thing. So yeah, because I would have drinking it then, but no water. So anyways, I've talked about Igimom on the channel plenty of times, so Caretaker Igimom, we're all finally leaving. Caretaker Igimom looks at the coffee tray and goes, RJ, you forgot the creamers. And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot the creamers. So I stuck a creamer, like a little creamer cup in my pocket too. And I'm like, haha, I'm hilarious. So anyways, later, actually the next day, a friend of mine has an engagement party. And I'm very excited for her. And like, it's a surprise party. She just gotten engaged that day. It was all a good time and stuff. Igimom was there with me too. So we're waiting for her to come. We're all sitting down, like in this big wraparound chair that she has in her house. Like a bunch of her friends that I really didn't know. But yeah, we're all just kind of waiting, talking with everyone, chilling, trying to be quiet. And then finally, she comes up and we all like stand up and we yell, surprise! And as I stand up, I look down at where I was sitting, and I see there's a mysterious white liquid there. And at first, I was extremely shocked, and then it dawned on me. This is the same coat that I wore in the lobby. I never took the creamer out of my pocket. I have to be at this party for at least a few hours. Oh my gosh. What do I do? And Igimom also saw the liquid, and she also saw the creamer, and she was like, "What the heck?" And I had my bag there. I threw my bag over it. I threw my jacket over it, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, Igimom, I'll explain later." And she's like, "No, what the heck happened?" And I'm like, I can't. I'm so embarrassed right now. I can't tell you. So, like, finally, my newly engaged friend is kind of going around the room, like, hugging everyone who congratulated her on getting engaged, right? And we're at the end of the line. Like, me, another one of our friends, and Igimom. So I whisper in Igimom's ear. I just go like, "It's the creamer." She looks at me like I'm the biggest idiot. Which, I was the biggest idiot in that moment, sure. Yeah, but then my other friend sees me whispering. And she just goes like, "What are you guys whispering about? What happened?" And I'm like, "I can't tell you. I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed." She's like, "What happened, RJ? What's going on? You need to tell me right now." So I tell her, and she like put her head in her hands, She's like, okay, I'm going to deal with the situation. And like my friend was like, or my engaged friend was like slowly coming around the room like, I don't know what to do. I'm so embarrassed. Because like, how stupid of me to not only, right, like not only like have taken the creamer with me, but also to have left it in my pocket and then sat on it. That's the most embarrassed I've been in a really long time. And like, I think EG Mom looked at my back later and she's, you got some creamer on your back, RJ. And I'm like, no, no. Anyways. Hope that makes you guys feel better about your lives. That's all we do. That's why I tell these stories. So yeah, that's an embarrassing thing that happened to me recently. It was fun. It was a good time. Oh, it was really funny though. It's fun to tell the story. Not fun to live the experience though. Anyways, now I can focus on drawing again. The whole point of this stream. Isn't that fun? I'll draw the melodica and the hands last. Luckily you never go to celebrate anything. Fair, you know. If you don't go out, you can't get embarrassed. Simple fact of life. It's a simple truth of life. Now I need to take a few notes from your book. Maybe they thought you had a different type of... No, 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 no. No. I'm not bringing... Okay. We do try to keep things, as they say so here. I will say. So, I mean, your comment is vague enough. I mean, it's not subtle, but it's vague enough to where I won't, like, do anything about it, but... I'm not gonna lie. That also came to my mind. But yeah. That was a moment that happened in my life recently. And I wanted to die. Because I didn't know what to do. I don't know how to draw, like, arms when they're coming forward like this. Is this... okay, so that is gonna be on that side. Imagine if something like this ever happened to me and the boys can imagine... yeah. Fair. Reminds me of this... is that LPer I watched who told a Let's Player, okay. Who told a similar story, but he had a chocolate bar. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can see where that's going. I have an inkling of an idea. Man, it's always gotta happen at, like, engagement parties. Or, like, real, you know, big events. So the collarbones would be coming out, like, from here. Another collarbone, like here. Just gonna ignore the melodica. He said he panicked for a second, and am I at that age? But he smelled... That's really funny. Oh, man. I wish it didn't happen, but if it had to happen, I'm glad that I at least get a good enough story out of it, you know? That's all we can hope for when we make idiots of ourselves. How does that look? Okay, that's whatever. It's what it needs to be. The thing is, the boys would immediately go to the worst conclusion. Oh, sure, yeah. Oh, sure. I get it. I gotcha. Boys will be boys, as they say. Okay, so that would come out. How would this... okay, so I'll draw it like this, I guess. Surprised my internet isn't acting up. Oh, you got Australian internet. Nice. Australian. Australian? Let me know if I'm being completely disrespectful. Ventus Lionhearts with the follow. Thank you so much. Jack of Flaps, welcome to the Hino gang. No! Ryan, no. Ryan, no. Okay, hold on. Hold up. Let me find her. I have to Uh-oh. I apologize for what's about to happen, everybody. No! No! Okay, so for some context, this is my very first VTuber model. She constantly looks sad because I rigged the eyebrows incorrectly. This is just how it is. She doesn't have a lot of facial expressions. Her mouth kind of looks like a puppet mouth. We don't exist, so we're probably just stealing off other countries' internet. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, Australian. You know, it's a cool fantasy idea, but in practice, you know, just Australia. But yeah, this is my very first model. I never, I made my newer model. Hi ho. Yeah, Kermit the Frog here. Thank you for, yeah, coming to, my stream. Please, remember to subscribe. But yeah, I never actually streamed with her. I am not a fan of this model. I feel like there's a... Okay, so here, let's take a look at the comparisons between this model and this one really quick. So in this slightly updated model, I brought the sideburn pieces in a little bit, like in the newer one, because they're like a little too far away on this model. I shaded the hair like differently, just like completely differently. The body is actually the same body. I just updated the art a little bit. I made the mouth a little bit smaller. Also, these headphones aren't reactive, as you can see. And my jacket doesn't zip. You guys want to see my jacket? My jacket looks different too. Like, look at this. I shaded it just like a little bit better in my updated model. Also, you guys want to see something truly cursed? This is all of me. This is all of me that exists in this form. Actually, you know what? I kind of like the way I shaded the original pockets better. Now that I'm looking back at it, that looks much better. But yeah. This is ugly RJ. Yeah, I feel like the eyes are just a little too close together and the mouth is a bit too Muppet-like. Also, I didn't know how to rig the mouth, so when I make an O shape with my mouth, it actually, like, it goes, like, to a scared mouth shape, like, I can't do it very well right now. Well, hold on, if I can change my, let me go into my, settings in my face capturing software. Hold on. Oh wait, if I do this. Yeah, like, like that kind of mouth, you know? I'm just like, I'm studying, I'm observing the rig right now. I still did like the blinky smiles though. That's good. Oh, also, if you also look at my nose on this model. Let's just observe for a second. So the nose is angled, like front facing, but then when I turn to the side, it's still angled incorrectly. Like, this looks fine. Well, it doesn't look... Oh, gosh. It doesn't look great. But it looks better than this. Also, I merged the blush onto my, like, face plate, so, like, the blush doesn't move naturally with the rest of the face. That was a mistake that I fixed in my later rigs. All those peeps doing 180 degree. Yeah, that's not me. I don't feel like it. That's too much. I don't know, maybe I'll experiment with it one day. But I don't think I'll ever, like, have a model that does that. I think it's kind of just unnecessary. I mean, it's super cool. Big props. I'd more likely, like, if I were to do it, it would be because, the model started out as, like, a 3/4 view. And, you know what I mean? Like, Kei-san's model. That model is such a- it's like one of my favorite VTuber models ever. The rigger who did her model is just really, really impressive. A lot of her models look like 3D models. You want to do it more for your own skills and expertise? Yeah. That's what I'm feeling too if I were to do it. Okay, you know what? This is kind of cute. It's coming together. It's a little cute. Okay. Okay, I'm actually gonna... Okay, cute. Okay, I get it. I see. Really impressed about the amount of dedication people put into these models. Yeah, me too. I'm hoping... I like being adventurous with my model. I hope I can be, like... I hope I can do more impressive things too. In my future model that I have planned, that I think I've got mostly sketched out already. It's gonna be my most elaborate model. More so, actually, I'm gonna change back to my other model now. How long has it been since with this model? I don't actually know. Let's go back to nicer looking RJ and more articulate RJ. Wait, hold on. Okay, just a sec. Okay. I played with iPhysics. It's super in these days for a bit. Oh yeah, super in these days. Yeah, I've noticed that too. Can you agree with the peeps that say it looks nice with Live2D, but when you bring it into tracking softwares, oh, it's super jittery. It's always super jittery, yeah. I noticed VTube Studio actually, they came out with an update that kind of fixes that. Or it fixes the physics a little bit, because the VTube Studio physics never really matched with the Live2D physics. Like, they were always, like, a little bit off, in my opinion. But yeah, they kind of remedied that, and they look a lot better now. Okay, here's the body so far. I think VTube Studio is really good with updates, so I was kind of expecting it to- Yeah. Laughs and Purpur. I like Purpur a lot, and I really enjoy Purpur's, like, movements more than I, honestly more than I like VTube Studio's movements. Because, like, look how fast I can move. Oh, wait. Never mind. Look how fast I can move. It's super... It's a bit, like, janky, but, like, in a good way. I don't know. I like the kind of jerky movements. You don't really get those in VTube is a very smooth, it's got very smooth movements, and I kind of like the, faster, sharper movements. Really excited because I also learned about the official Live2D tracking. Yeah, Nizima. You can't, it's a subscription-based software though, which I'm really not a fan of. But I did like a lot of the features that I saw in it. But I also, like, I tried to get it, but I think you can only use it if you're, like, based in Japan. Which, bummer. But whatever, we got, like, VTube Studio and Purpur and stuff that we can still use. Because I am not based in Japan. Remembers, I need to catch up on my physics class. Haha, boo! Sucker, you got homework? Alright, let's go ahead and add the neck in. Whoops, wrong pen. Noticed the subscription stuff. I wasn't happy with that. I was also interested in the Inazuma website where you can sell models for the general use. Yeah, I did see that. I noticed that as well. I think that'd be really cool to have. Is it like, do you sell the rights to the model or can like anyone buy the model? Something about the way the face looks is really bothering me. Maybe it's the eye. Maybe it's like the angle of the eyes? I don't know. Let me, there's the face. I have an idea, maybe? Gonna angle this eye in a little bit more. I don't know what's happening. Maybe, I feel like it's something to do with the mouth and the chin. From what I heard, it's like paying a much cheaper cost from regular personalized models, but anyone can also use that yeah, okay. I kind of figured something like that. I feel like this side. The model. I'm not gonna draw her shoes in right now, just because I don't know if like they'll be seen in the final illustration anyways. I am though gonna draw in other parts of her outfit. Like she got that big old sock right here. Okay, hold on. Ah, dang it. I really hate my English speech. I have to make— you gotta make an English speech? No! Topic, corruption, solution. What are you gonna do? You're poor. Ah, fair. My Korean VTuber friend does the same thing with his models without Inazuma. Just contact personally and he gives you the files. Ah, I've seen stuff like that. I've seen, there's, a live 2D, yeah, there's a live 2D rigger that I've been following and he sells his stuff on Gumroad, I think. He does cool models. He does, he has a VTuber model that he created. I think he just created it for fun. But it can, like, play violin. I don't know to, like, what extent. But it's pretty cool. Maybe the chin's too big. I think the chin's too big. Maybe I'll trim the chin down a little bit. Used to hate writing debates. Yeah, fair. I don't hate debates. Oh, I think it was the chin. I think I just needed to move the chin in a little bit. Unless... I think that's better. Maybe if I shade the face a little— now I feel like the eyes are too wide again. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Hanako. I'm struggling. I'm dying. I'm dying in real time. The face— I know, I hate it. I get so stuck with facial proportions like all the time. Alright, let's draw that melodica though. Maybe I need to just have her not be smiling. Oh, though mind my sketches, my drawing warm-ups. Okay. I'll turn this down. Let's draw the melodica face first. I wish I had my melodica in my room with me. That would help. I am gonna cheat though. I am gonna just go like this. Actually, let me search. I'm just gonna Google image the exact melodica that I have. Hold on. Suzuki Melodiant. I think this is the one. This looks like the one. Yeah, baby. Ah, he's so little. What if I just traced this? I mean, like, that'd be fine, because I'm... Oh, that's a really little image. Okay. This is her. Hey, I kind of got that almost to scale. I know my melodica so well. Look at that. It fits like perfectly in the box. Oh my gosh. I'm a god. I'm a gamer god. That was kind of beautiful. That just fit like perfectly in there. Gonna to reject humans for now. Gonna continue my dragon sketches. Yeah, baby! Love me some dragon sketches. Hey, if you're unafraid, post them in my Discord server. Let me get you the link real quick. That was incorrect. I'm so sorry. Why am I struggling right now? There. Show them to me. I like to look at people's art. Okay, so then here's this part. Yeah, don't get mad at me for tracing. I don't care that much. Wait, so if I like... Here's the plan. Okay, okay, okay. Cool, right? Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Or I'll murder you? Would Twitch be upset if I said that on stream? Probably. Twitch doesn't like humor, funny things. No! I'm so focused on tracing these keys right now. My ADHD hyperfocus is activated. Alright, then boom, bing, bong, bing, boom, bing, bong, bing, bing, bong, boom, bing, boom, bong. And then, I'm a traditionalist sketcher, as they would say, but it's more of a small progress. I've been doing since 6 years old. Nice, because school doesn't give me much time to actually practice a lot, because school, yeah, fair. You're saying you don't practice in the middle of class? You don't sketch? You're a good student? The dog is very excited after eating his- He got little doggy porridge? Wow, what a privileged dog. Proud of him. That's an extra small key. Cool, there's the melodica. Just gonna carve down some of the details. And that's how you write melodica. Yeah, I won't add that in for now. We'll transform this sucker. Notice the instruments actually exist. I have a few of them, and if it were not almost 5 AM right now, I'll play you a song. I'd play you a song. I'm the piano man. I'll have to pop up those black keys, huh? We make him porridge because he's older now and has trouble digesting. Sometimes I have to feed him with a spoon. He's, aw, baby. Aw. It's kind of cute, though. Veronica would be a little bit bigger against my face. Perspective. I hate it. One moment. I'm gonna put some chapstick on. It's a bit dry. As the winter comes, you know. Getting colder and more dry. And my caretakers never turn the heat on at night, so I just suffer. It's okay though, I'm not big on having heat at night anyways. Why don't I have my Melodica in my room with me? What am I doing? I'd have to go and get it, I guess. And that's far away! Why would I do that? Okay, more straight lines. My Melodica's not actually this straight though. It's a lie, it's a farce. We're just gonna pretend like it is for the sake of drawing. And then, it's got a spit valve, and it looks like this kinda. It's got like a little wedge. Man, one time, so... Oh wait, hopefully when I sleep, I don't die again in a dream. Ah, mood. I had a dream that, like, I had to kill someone. And it was, like, really graphic. And I had to, like, struggle with the morality of my actions. Then I woke up. And I was like, oh, cool. Borrow your pup to watch it. Do I pass his judgment? His little doggy judgment? What would you call it? Like pugment? I don't know. Whee! I had a dream Sebastian from Black Butler was using my computer and I got so angry I punched the wall. He says you may continue. Ah, thank you. Been dying in my dreams since— oh man. Went from being scared to just die and reset to another world like some— well, that's interesting. Well, I also hope you don't die in your dream then. That's an interesting situation you got there. I feel like this Melodica is like— the perspective is a bit too forced. So I'm just gonna tone it down a little bit. That's better. That's good. You know what, like, I didn't realize until, like, weirdly too late in my life? I didn't realize that people actually had, like, reoccurring dreams. That's so strange, because it's never happened to me. So, like, the idea of it is just so wild. The fact that you can dream the same thing over and over. Like, your mind, just keeps it in— you've had a few that— yeah. It's so wild. Reoccurring dreams. It's so strange. Just the idea that, like, your brain can retain, like, the memory of a dream and it can happen more than once. Like, wouldn't you get, like, deja vu? Like, when that happens? Oh, yeah, when I was, like, a lot younger, like, maybe 13, I actually, like, practiced lucid dreaming. Like, I got, like, really, like, obsessed with it for a bit. Like, I looked up, like, how to do it and everything. I did, like, a bunch of strats to lucid dream. And, like, I got it. I started lucid dreaming, but I couldn't, like, produce things. Or I couldn't, like, fully take control in my head. Yeah, have fun with that. With the psychology of that. But yeah. I've tried. I remember I was lucid dreaming, and I knew it was a lucid dream because I looked down at my hands and I had, like, 14 fingers or something. There's just too many fingers. I'm like, huh, it's funny, I'm dreaming. And then once like I realize that I'm dreaming, it's when my brain starts to wake up, so I'd usually like wake up like immediately after anyways. That's my experience with lucid dreaming. You've had reoccurring dreams and I often recognize it, but sometimes can't really do anything to change. So interesting. Is it kind of like one of those like dream things where you recognize it and then you immediately just keep on doing the dream thing? I feel like the melodica is too little for what my hands would be. I don't know, melodicas are little. Actually, let's maybe take out the context of that melodica and instead put this sketch in. Make this sketch like a little more visible. Okay. Once I was dreaming and in a bit of a pickle, but then I realized I was in a dream at that moment, and I was like, wait, I don't have to deal with this, and it just flew away. Man, I always love the dreams where you're flying. Not you specifically, but in general. Those are the funnest. Actually, you know what? I'm drawing this hand at like the incorrect angle. Let's think about the what the heck? That's not the correct pen tool. So let's think about the structure. It would be like this, right? And that'd be kind of like what the hand looks like, and then I have many questions if you had dreams about Hanako. Specifically flying. Yeah, dream about you all the time. You're always flying. It's the weirdest, it's the darndest thing. Can I pull off foreshortening with fingies? Probably not. Probably not. President of the stream now. Move over. No! No! Alright, how's that hit? Well, actually, I don't hate the way that, like, kind of foreshortening turned out. Okay, and then that will go there. So all the other fingers are kind of like this, I guess. Little off, little off. Okay, so we're gonna... Whoa, big paragraph. My best dream was me being a kitsune dad with a son. The thing that melted my heart was that he would keep nibbling on my ear and say floof instead of fluff because I couldn't say fluff as a kid in my dream. Or in the dream myself when I was playing with my tails, but then I got awfully depressing because in the dream I'm, dying, so I'm in the last few minutes with him, but then I woke up. First time I felt sad and woke up crying. Aw. That's a mood. Like, yeah, I've gotten the dreams where it's like, you wake up and you're like, it takes over your life for a second. And you like wake up like a different person. I feel that. Kind of fun. Dreams are wild. I had an entire story dream once. I still want to make into a Yeah, I get story ideas from dreams sometimes too. It's fun. I read a webtoon once actually, where like the protagonist, it was kind of like a horror webtoon, the protagonist was like was making a webtoon himself and he was getting story ideas from his dreams. And he was like, am I, like, is this allowed? Am I allowed to take story ideas from dreams? And I was like, yeah. Well, it, I mean, you know, obviously led into this, like, whole, like, spooky, like, plot, like, be original or whatever. But I'm like, no, it's your dream. Who else is gonna profit off of that? Only you. If you had a good story idea from a dream, absolutely capitalize on that, right? My son will forever live in that dream. Aw. Well, you said you draw, right? Have you ever drawn him? That seems fun. Fake artist struggles. Unrelatable. No. How are the piano? What does it look like when I play piano? My thumb is a little bit more outstretched, like this. I don't know. Does this look like a hand that's playing the melodica? Melodica. I don't know, looks like a hand enough, I guess. Now let's pair it with the melodica. That's fine, I think. Does this finger look foreshortened? Who knows? Alright, I'm gonna turn this off now. Wait. Okay, now I'm gonna turn it off. Wait. Okay, so it would be... I'm like picturing in my head how I would hold this with my other hand. I made decent progress on this actually. I'm not too upset with how this is going. Okay, so that's a hand and that's a hand. Do they match the correct size of the head? They're they're kind of small. Okay. I'm gonna copy paste this melodica sketch. I'm gonna hide this one forever. Gonna make this one, and I'll erase parts of this one. Okay, I have way too many sketch layers. Okay, that's that one. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna leave the hand looking all sketchy and robotic for a bit. Who cares? I'll erase parts of this, but not all of it. Oh yeah, because the dragon I'm drawing is a nine-tailed kitsune dragon that's supposed to be me. Ah. That'll make my adorable baby version of that. Aw, cute. Okay. Fair. Okay, and then I make the body full opacity. And the melodica full opacity. How's this looking? Something about it I still don't like. Maybe it is the mouth. If I erase the mouth on this, maybe it'll look better. Actually, what if I like... Nope, that made it worse. What the heck? What's happening here? Why does it look like this? Why does it look so bad? I can't get this face right. I don't know why. I'm probably overthinking it. I'm probably overthinking. That's just the end of that sentence. I'm probably overthinking it. And each time I'm like, okay, finally, look, it looks better. And then I look back and I'm like, no, it still looks like garbage. What am I doing? Hold on. I'm gonna look up another reference of my own character. Okay. I will simply be better from now on. Oh shoot, that's not what I wanted. I'll zoom in on today's date as I remember I need to catch up in Animal Crossing. Did the update come out already? I know there's a big ol- comes out on the ah, gotcha, okay. I thought about playing Animal Crossing on stream, but I got a whole like world that I've already made and everything under a different name that would probably dox me, so I'm debating deleting the whole world just because of the update, honestly. Does that look better? Okay, actually I think that does look a little better. It's weird that I say something is cute, especially about an imaginary son as a male. Haven't really heard of any males I know who would think of that or express it openly. Yeah, I mean, I think if it's like okay to you, like in your head, you know, I don't know. I think it's fine. What if I put a little like this over the nose? What if I imagine the nose was shaded? I think that looks better actually. Okay, so we're gonna pretend that the nose is shaded. Alright, so we have a sketch, kind of. Actually, what if I erase that part of the face that I'm struggling? What if I erase the part that's hidden away anyways? Will it look better? I don't know. What do you guys think? Should she be smiling or should she just have like mouth around the melodica? The melodica that I'm now realizing it's not a place where her mouth would be. I don't know, I feel like sometimes it looks okay, sometimes it does not look okay. I am, though, gonna merge the hands down to the body. What is this line over here? That's not on purpose. The art is coming along. Thank you. I'm struggling a lot emotionally and physically. If we move the chin or the mouth up, that looks a little better. Okay, I think I'm vibing. Little by little, I'm vibing. They both look okay. Cool. Whatever. I'll vibe. I'll vibe. Oh my gosh! Last time I looked at the time, I'd been streaming for an hour, and now it's been 2. I memed a whole hour away from my life. Can't believe I've done this. That's a superpower of people with ADHD. You can time travel. If you wanted to go for more expressive smile, or more expressive, the smile would be better. I'm like, that's what I'm debating. Is like, how expressive do I want the smile to be? I kind of like the O mouth, but I kind of also like the smile. Maybe, I mean, who knows? Who cares? I don't know. Certainly not me. Is this the other melodica? That's the other melodica. Okay, so I'm gonna move this far away. Oh, that's right. There's my other sketches, and then there's the little Lisa sketch. Wasn't I gonna draw my socks in? Why haven't I done that yet? Socks, baby. Have your socks got buckles? Mine sure do. If your socks don't have buckles, then what's this all been about? What are you working towards? Get better socks. A message from RJ and company. RJ's company. Alrighty, socks. And there's like the buckle right here. Which like I hate because how is this supposed to work in a 3D space? Just gonna loop around there. That's the plan. Your pockets are so full and animal God. Oh, Rosmo, what's up? Jack of Flaps. I'll keep my jacket zipped, sure. This is the art so far. I don't know if it's better. Max phone, what's up? Yeah, yo, Jack of Flaps. I'll keep the jacket zipped, sure. Why the heck not? Oh, that's right. That's the other melodica. Okay. I like how more bits. Yo! Thank you so much. Oh dang! I like the sketch, or I like the initial sketch more than I like this. How is it going? You know, art stream, so mostly struggling. But other than that, I am streaming, so that's pretty good. That's pretty cool, I guess. I think the sketch looks better because the hips are more pronounced. Maybe I don't like the smile. Maybe I simply don't like it. Okay. Let's try without. Also, actually, first of all, gonna take this melodica. Well, I'm gonna take the melodica, just gonna take this little bit right here. Move that to, like, more of the center. For artistic gain and not for accuracy. Where... Yeah, the melodica! I definitely didn't trace it or anything. Definitely 100% I did not trace this front face of it. Just gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Where'd I put the face? Here she is, okay. Why is this layer visible? Oh, that's too high. Oops, okay. Hold on. Okay, more like... Oops. Not that layer. Silly, stupid RJ. Okay. Like this. Probably. I'm actually gonna... just do that really quick. Then do that really quick. And then do that! Yeah, baby! And then where did I put this? Okay. That should merge down with that. We got the face. Okay, I think I do like that more. I think it just looks better. Oh, goodbye, comrade. Have a good sleep. Hope your dreams are all right. Jack of Flaps on your way out. Thank you for stopping by. Alrighty. Okay, yeah, I definitely like the O mouth a bit more. Alright. I'm always like hesitant on which parts of the sketch I want to delete. Cause like I like having the full face there, I might need it for line art, but I think I'm just gonna erase it behind the melodica. I think it's fine. I can improvise it if I need to. Right? I'm happy with the hands though. Generally, I am bad at drawing hands. So I don't think those turned out too badly. Actually, I could make these hands a little bit bigger. Maybe I'll make the hands a little bit bigger. This is why we saved the backup melodica, gang. Just gonna make it a little bit bigger. Oh, actually, you know, I can still keep this melodica. Just erase some of those parts. Yeah, if you're wondering why the keys of this melodica, or the black keys in this melodica, are perfectly flush with the white keys, it's because I traced over an image of a melodica and then warped it. That's the vibe. Okay, so it doesn't, aside from the melodica, like, it doesn't look like there's a lot of dimension happening in the sketch. I'm gonna just say that's because of it's not shaded or anything. Maybe I do want to draw the shoes. How detailed do I want to get into this? Like, actually, how far do I want to go? Because I could draw the shoes, but that's a difficult angle. Is it time for the boy to go? I'll bring him closer for support, actually. In these trying times. Okay, I'll attempt to draw oh, I need to draw this buckle thing too. Okay, I'll do that really quick. Zoom, please. Alright, you know what? Just gonna make a new layer because I'm afraid. How does this belt buckle... No, it's like in front even, so it'd be coming out like this. Kind of? You would see the edge of it, like, kind of like this, and then more of it. Wait. No. I'm confused. I don't know how my own designs work. Just gonna do that. Right? 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 I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, wait, then it would come out... Okay, yeah, so it'd be like this, kind of. Well, maybe like this? Maybe like this. Who knows? Who knows? Whenever I do an art stream, it always gets like real existential real quick. You see, the secret is that no artist really knows what they're doing ever. Artists aren't real. Artists are simply a social construct, designed to make you buy skebs. It's the truth. Okay, now I'm trying to figure out how this little flappy thing would fold. I feel like a lot is happening in my brain right now that you can't see. I'm really trying to like come up with like how this little belt thing over here is going to work at this angle. So much is happening in my brain right now. So I might go silent for just a second. Actually, I'm gonna erase all of this. Maybe like that? No. Wait, unless... Kind of, actually. After you immigrated to the West from Korea, I went to a high Asian immigrant population school. And I joke white people were a myth created by Hollywood. It's true. White people aren't real. They only exist for the movies. White people don't exist. It's a social construct. Meant to make you like the Marvel universe, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's all they are. Why can't I figure out this freaking ribbon? I'm struggling real hard right now. I'm gonna make a triangle off. I don't want to have to resort to this. What the heck? Do I have pressure sensitivity? What the heck? Or it's like how fast the stroke is, I guess. Whoa. I didn't know I could do that. I made this pen to not taper at all. I failed at even that. Wait, I'm lost. I messed up my triangle. So you know how like when belts fold, like I did it over here. Like sometimes belts will fold over like this. Right? I'm trying to do that kind of thing. But I can't figure out this angle and it's really bumming me out. I think it would go like this. I think. It wouldn't be that thick, so I'm gonna fix that. And we grow him, because that's too little now. And we grow him now, because that's too little. Alright, good enough, sure. Who knows? Apparently my brush has line variations, so who cares anymore, right? My new favorite thing, my new solid thickness pen tool has lied to me. But at least I got the belt down, right? That needs to be more. It needs to be bent more. Can I do a mesh transformation of this and just kind of go like this? Good enough. Whatever. Screw it. And then this bent inward like this. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I am an artist. They are real. I figured it out. I've learned the system. Now I don't have to draw all those belt things because I know what I'm doing? Okay, that's just gonna be dangling right there. Oh, very nice. Okay. What time is it now? 5:22. At what time do you think it would be okay for me to be loud? Like the general like idea would be like when everyone's awake, right? But what if they like wake up at like 12 p.m., right? What's up, Zway? How's it going? Yeah, this is my life. This is just how things go. I have to be proud or else I'll cry. So don't remind me how bad my sleeping schedule is. Okay. 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 Eating a falafel. Whoa, nice. You thought you were an early bird for being awake at 7. Or a night owl. Napped at 3 p.m. yesterday and woke up today. Oh, fair. I know the feeling. Oh, big focus. I don't know if that belt makes any kind of sense. We're gonna pretend like it does. Might kidnap my dog and nap though. Ah, fair. You know what? That'd be acceptable. I wouldn't even get angry. I don't think you could see any of like the little like thigh stripies from this angle. Okay, so let's think about like the crop of this piece. How are we gonna... okay. Just thinking, just thinking. Alright, little man, you gotta go for now. What if we like rotated this a bit more so it is even more like at an angle? Don't ask me why I'm rotating the black frame and not actually like the sketch itself. Little man, take my hand. Little baby. Okay, so that's like roughly. How do we feel about this? More zoomed in? What if it was like this? And then I fill bucketed everything so it gave off the illusion. Yeah, baby. Okay. How about this kind of thing? That's kind of fun, right? Yeah, I don't know. I suck at I suck really bad at composition. Okay, so let's like rotate all this so it... I'll rotate everything. Oh, what the heck? Oh, I forgot that's that. I'm not gonna rotate that sketch, actually. I've decided. Actually, really quick, I'm gonna make this less visible. Okay. Yeah, composition is not my strong suit. I'm embarrassingly bad at composition. Like, composition, like graphical, any kind of like design skill, I just do not have it. You got a thumbnail. Like, I got page. I'm here to draw. Yeah. I just want to get into the meat. Show me the meat. So let's turn this up. Okay, so that's like cute, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of cute. Got rid of the little man. Maybe move this over to the side just like a little bit more. We're gonna pretend like the legs are coming forward too. How do you like, how do you make it look like the legs are coming forward? That's my thing, right? How do you make the perspective actually work? Where's the beef? Ha 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 ha. That's a good one. Okay, so I'm not gonna draw the shoes. Not worth my time. So instead, here's the plan. So we take all of these things. We take the moon and we take the sun. We take everything that seems like fun. Alrighty. Yeah, just gonna do it this way. It's easier. Stretch it down that way, stretch it down this way. I guess I'm gonna do this like a full illustrated piece with line art and all the things, right? Might as well. Right? Kind of fun, kind of stinky. I like this sketch, so I'm gonna keep him in the picture even though he has nothing to do with the actual picture. This one on the other side I didn't even finish. I just like this man. So I'm gonna crop this to be like this shape. Okay, I'm gonna move that in a little bit more. Dang it. Okay, okay. And then we crop. Cool. And then I'm gonna delete the weird black layer. Then I'm gonna hide this layer. And then I'm gonna hide this layer. And then these two layers. And now I'm gonna change the canvas size again to fine tune it just a little bit. Actually, I kind of like this almost the exact size it's at now. Okay. Cool, that's fun. Okay. I'm gonna do a mock-up coloring of it. I'm gonna put all the sketch layers into one folder. And then let's try color. First thing I do when I start to color a picture is I put down a full black layer and then I mess with the opacity until it's something that I like. Okay. Man, I could be doing commissions right now. I don't know. I feel like I need some me time. I need to just chill and doodle. Especially that I'm like, since I'm okay with how this is turning out. Oh, and I forgot I made the hands still look like robot hands. Whatever, I'll fix that in the line art, right? I'm not even doing real coloring, I'm just doing sketch coloring. So I hope everyone enjoys. Oh, and I'm recording a time lapse of this, how fun. Oh, I'll need to draw the part of the inside of the headphone there. I know I don't stream very much, or as much as I used to. But I'm glad, like, I like streaming these little, like, doodles that I'll do every now and then. And I definitely need to draw for myself more, just because I need to practice art more. I don't know where this was going, but thanks guys for being around. Zimba! Yo, Jackaflapper Zimba? What's up? How's it going? It's stream time. You know, 5:30 a.m. Ryan rose from the depths of lurking to say hello to Zimba. Hi Zimba. How is it going, baby? Kepalush! Yo! We got the OGs in here. What's up? Ryan, you don't have to show everybody. Show me what you're drawing. I want to see. Just DM it to me. Oh yeah, it is kind of nice to be like on. I'm definitely like. So like, here's my thing, right? If I you don't, it's fine if you don't want to show me. That's okay. So like, if I were drawing by myself, I would probably get work done a little bit faster. You know what I mean? But I probably wouldn't be able to sit down for like 2.5 hours straight, you know? Streams get me to sit down for 2.5 hours straight, and while I might work a bit slower, I think I get more work done in general, and it is a lot more fun. 1:33 p.m. just woke up. Oh, mood. Oh, a Discord DM. Oh, okay, that's fine. You don't have to show me then. I understand now. I see. Okay. Well, I should color the hair first, actually. Let's color the hair. because I played games for a long time yesterday. Oh, fun. I recently got Stardew Valley for my Switch. I've had it on PC for like years, but I got it on my Switch because, like a true gamer, I prefer playing on console rather than PC. So I didn't realize how much I actually really liked Stardew Valley. I just don't like playing on I don't like playing Steam versions of games if I can play I didn't even add details to these buttons. What am I doing? Yeah, I don't prefer to play Steam versions of games if I can play it on like a Switch or something. I don't know why, consoles are just more cozy. Also, like, my computer is where I work, you know? I don't like sitting up all the time. Started at 4 p.m., ended at 12:16 a.m. Wow! That's a bit of gaming. That's quite a bit. You're a real gamer. I just realized I didn't draw the headband for the headphones or the microphone. Well, that's how it be sometimes. Also, no idea if I even want to draw background to this. I could draw like a gamer chair maybe. I have these like buttons on my drawing tablet that can zoom in and out easily, but I don't know why. It makes I always like to go up to the navigator to do that, I guess. But I move it around. I move my like canvas around with hotkeys. I don't know. It's kind of funny. I never used hotkeys until I got my graphics tablet. I don't know why. I guess it makes sense because like with my like Intuos, everything was flat anyways, and my hand was like pretty much on my keyboard anyways. Oh, I think my cat wants in. Hold on. Kitty. Kitty, kitty. I don't hear him anymore, but I'll take one headphone off my ear so I can pay attention to him. I don't know. I never know if I'm like hearing my cat. Maybe I'm just hearing my own pen scratching against my tablet. Because I know you guys can hear that a lot better than I can. Because I've got headphones on, but you guys just get to hear everything that comes right out of my microphone. Let's pretend that I will do the line art better than or that my line art hair would look, or is gonna look better than my sketch hair. Let's just pretend. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? Because I could really use a wish right now. Wish right now, wish right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? Man, when I was a kid, I played that on Just Dance, and I vibed. And I thought that maybe we could pretend that airplanes in the night sky were like shooting stars for real. And that touched me as a little kid playing Just Dance. I played that song in Just Dance where they censored all the swear words. You can't have swear words on the Wii. We played it on the Wii. Oh, check. Oh. Hello, early morning car. Someone going to work, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's that time of day, isn't it? Oh, I'm so... Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the... Are those like from two different people? That's really funny. Alrighty. Now the white part of my hair that is there for whatever reason. Is it dyed white? Did I grow it out? Because some people grow little patches of white hair sometimes. Who knows? Who knows? I used to sing Living on a Prayer all the time, playing Rock Band with my friends. Because everyone else wanted to take the drums or guitar and not the mic, so I did. Oh, mood. When I was a kid, I used to like really like singing. So I would usually like volunteer to do singing. Like around, I was like kind of known as like the singing kid, I think. Well, okay, whatever, it's fine. Because I used to be like, and I don't want to say good, but I liked singing, and I was better at it than I am now. We'll say. I do definitely want to get back into it though. VTubing is a good excuse to get back into singing. Dang it. You got a hug emote with him too. Oh, wow. I enjoyed singing too. I was always self-conscious about it though. Never got to practice. VTubing helped me. Karaoke stream right now. If it were not 5 a.m., I might be more up to it. Sometimes I feel more confident. And I don't totally hate my voice right now. And then I'd have to not save this VOD, and I don't know how I feel about that. I do want to do a karaoke stream. It's more like... Well, obviously there's a lot of work that goes into doing a karaoke stream, but it's also building up the confidence to do a karaoke stream. Because I would love to. Because it does sound like fun, but I need to more just like... I actually need to like focus on having fun with it rather than trying to sound really good, you know? I get scared and nervous that I don't sing good. But who cares, right? When I'm having fun. I shouldn't care. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's kind of difficult to carry it. Well, I do have my ukulele. Wait, are we allowed to do covers of songs? I mean, that would make sense because there's a whole music section on Twitch, right? Because I have like my ukulele and I could improvise a lot of songs, probably. A lot of 4-chord songs. It makes sense, but yeah, I've heard weird things about song covers too. I have ideas for song covers that I want to do. And I think they're definitely like on my to-do list to like sing and then post to YouTube. It'd be more they're more kind of jokey than they are actually serious VTuber songs. Not jokey in terms of memey, but jokey in terms of like I think it would be really, really funny if I sang this particular song for karaoke. I didn't color the skin very well in this area. I don't know, we'll see if I can build up the confidence to do it. Or just have the energy to do it. So I'm also trying to learn how to mix. Like vocals. Oh wait, is this sock? What color is this sock? Is this sock gray or it's gotta be bald black, right? Yeah, it's a black sock, okay. Black socks, they never get dirty. The longer you wear them, the blacker they get. Someday, I think I should wash them, but something is telling me don't do it yet. Actually, I started writing a song as like a channel intro, like for my YouTube channel, because as I mentioned, I've been trying to like put more focus into YouTube content rather than streaming content. I just like organized content a bit more than stream. I don't know, I struggle to watch streams a lot because I think it's mostly because I have ADHD, and if things are not like made for my dumb little brain, then I can't focus on it anyways. So I'm like, I kind of want to focus on like YouTube content because I like organized content a little bit more than like streamed content, which is I like watching like clips from streams, but the streams themselves I just get like so bored unless I'm doing something else like drawing in the meantime. Sometimes I'll put on a stream when I'm drawing, but yeah, I started writing a song for a channel trailer. And it's really dumb and goofy. I don't know, maybe I'll sing it for you guys. I have to get my phone. I don't know. Actually, there's some parts of it that get kind of dark. I played it for Igimon, and Igimon was like, "Wow, RJ, are you sure about this?" I'm like, "I thought it was funny." Like I listened to that. I'm like, that's really hilarious. I might just be a bit more emotionally detached than the average person, and I think that's definitely the case. But also, I don't know, I feel like people on the internet in general are a bit more emotionally detached and can deal with, I don't want to say dark content because that makes it sound dumb and edgy. I guess that is what it is, actually. I don't know, I just like playing with themes of existential dread, but in a humorous way. Because it's funny! Okay, there's the big old coat. Is there any more, like... Oh, the headphones, that's right. I really don't want to draw the headband. I think that video essays... Yeah, actually, I wanted to do video essays too. I want to make, I was talking with Ryan about this. I want to make a video essay about, the video game Detroit Become Human. Like, that specifically has been on my mind for a long time. I just want to talk about that game. Yeah. Because it was just like... It did really well in some areas and then really bad in other areas, and I just want to talk about it because it hasn't been talked about in years, right? Because it was really only a thing for like 3 months. In like 2018 or something. You have a history. Ah, interesting. Shall I press further or no? Okay. Alright. Oh, this has got to be filled in right here. I'm gonna like take a little break, actually stretch out my hand. It's getting a little bit sore. I'm clenching down on my pens, on my tablet, stylus, whatever thing. Gonna do a little stretch break. Something bad I just indulged while hating 90% of it. Like its creator. Wait. I just indulged while hating. Like it's... Wait, does the creator of it hate it? I'm a bit confused by the way you phrased that. I think... That was... Oh, I see. Who likes shipping the white boy with... Oh, gotcha, okay. So wait, you hated the creator or the creator also hated it? Indulge in the game con- Oh yeah, I've heard weird things about David Cage. I don't remember now because he hasn't been relevant for a bit. But I do remember hearing that he was weird. Or I don't remember. I don't remember exactly what it was. But I have heard that he's a bit strange. Yeah, I don't even remember why. Yeah, oh man, that's like reminding me now. I also, I didn't play it, but I watched a Let's Play of, what's the other, with Ellen Page, or Elliot Page. He was Ellen Page at the time. What was it? Beyond Two Souls, that's right. You wanna hear something funny? So y'all know Stranger Things? Beyond Two Souls and Stranger Things have an alarming amount of things in common. Like, Stranger Things, it feels like Stranger Things straight up stole the plot of Beyond Two Souls. And I didn't even like Beyond Two Souls that much. I definitely like Stranger Things more. But there's a lot of weird things. Then hate following his work for a long time. If you do decide to work on that video essay and want a short history about that stuff, oh sure, I might, if I do ever get around to it, I will shoot you a DM and ask you about the horrible things he's done. What's fun about coloring is now I can see the weird line art mistakes that or sketch mistakes, I guess. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. How do arms work? Hey, Vsauce. Michael here. How do arms work? Everyone has them. But how do they work? Now, in the 1500s, that's my attempt at a Vsauce video. I hope you enjoyed. I've gone through all of his games. Sometimes it's not even necessarily bad stuff, but you can tell he's very... Oh, sure, yeah. I could talk about, like, a lot about Detroit Become Human, but I don't want to spoil anything that the video essay that my planned or unplanned, who knows, video essay was gonna go over anyways. I want to talk about Detroit Become Human. Alright, we're gonna pretend like I knew what I was doing with this part of the jacket. Yeah. RJ is smart. RJ knows what to do. RJ didn't mess up. Man, I love streaming at like almost, I guess, 6 AM now. Because no one else is streaming and I have a monopoly. Oh, that's why I was struggling, okay. Oh, I need to draw the little strings too. Okay, cool. That's right. You guys want to know what I noticed in my PNG recently? I forgot the strings on the side of in the PNG I forgot the strings on the side of the jackets. Like you can see here. If you like look at my model, I've got these strings, right? They're not in the PNG. Because they didn't actually like have them in this version of the drawing. I forget them. So I think actually I have I like drew an illustration, another like a slightly older illustration of RJ. And I think the strings were missing from that too. It's the one that's like in my Twitter banner right now. I'm stretching my hand out again, that's why I've stopped drawing. Oh, here, let me move my model down again. No! What? No! No! You saw nothing. I didn't mess up. No, gosh. Oh gosh, okay, everything's bad. I keep moving everything. Why? Why? I just want to move... Why is everything bad right now? Why is this happening to me? Oh crap. 1 second. My door's wide open. My cat ran in my room like Usain Bolt. No strings attached. Ah, what a pun. What a pun. Everything is very scuffed right now. Stop. Why? My mouse, I think my mouse is being crappy. My mouse is having this issue where it like double clicks. Like that. I'm trying to drag down here. I think I can use the... I can't use the arrow keys? Come on. Okay, good enough, good enough. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. I am gonna continue to take a little sketch break though. Here, I'll draw that, I'll write that with my... I'll write that down here. Or, no, not sketch break. Stretch break. Just gonna make this like much larger so you can easily see. Now we're taking a stretch break. Oh, but I'll move it away from the face just in case there's a new viewer. I don't know, what can I do? I could talk about more content that I have planned. Hi, kitty. Or I can say hello to my cat, who's probably gonna run away in just a little bit because he's the worst. But yeah, I have a lot of things planned. I have a lot of things that I want to do. I have at least 2 song covers that I want to sing for everybody. How's Kitty? He seems stressed out for some reason. I don't quite know why. Here, come here. Oh, never mind. You are all wet in your tummy. Okay. I guess he's been outside a little bit. Alright, well. Never mind. He's not allowed on my lap. Kitty is okay. He's moist. He's a little moist. But yeah, I have a few song covers planned. Like I said, I'm gonna try to focus a bit on YouTube content. And then, oh yeah, so I'll say this again because I said it in like the beginning of the stream. Might as well like say it again. Like later today, like within a couple hours, I will post a new model showcase for a model that I had a lot of fun working with. And I think it turned out really well. And it's not a model that I drew, but I'm like, me and the original artist are like chill, we're pals, and then she drew a background and it looks sick because it's like actually like graphic design instead of like mine just like winging it crap. You guys, here, I'll show off, in case you haven't seen it, I'll show my I'll show my model showcase like background, I guess. Hold on. Here it is. Here it is. This is like the thumbnail for mine, right? And it's simple. It's pretty simple. It looks really, really dumb next to this other artist's not only like model art but like graphic design skills. Like everything that she did is just like much better. But yeah, I'm gonna have one more thing in my portfolio finally. I'm not gonna be banking all of my commissions, or basing all my commissions off of one model showcase. I have one more thing to show for my work. Also, when I do my model showcases, I'm not a coward and I actually animate all my things in Live 2D instead of use face tracking. So take that world. But yeah, I'm gonna save this illustration actually because I haven't done that yet. RJ Melodica. And save. Graphic design is my prison. Oh my gosh, yep. I hate it. I'm so bad at it. I wish I was better. Because I feel like if you're good at like composition and graphic design, then like nothing else, like your skills everywhere else just don't matter. Because you found the one thing. Because as long as you can make stuff look good, you've won. Like that's all you need to do. I wish I was better at I suck at composition too, and I also wish I could draw backgrounds. I really, really wish I could do backgrounds. I'm real bad at it. Really not great at it. Yeah, I'm gonna stretch for a little bit longer, maybe for like a couple more minutes. And then I'll get back into the illustration. Here, I'm gonna go through my to-do list and see if I can like hint at other things that I have planned. Oh yeah, I have, so I'm making my new model, and then other than the new model I'm making, I have 2 alternate outfit models planned. One of them we all know and love, it's Cozy RJ. I'll get her up on the screen now. Just because. Let me see if I can find her. Let me see. Where's Cozy RJ? Where did I put her? There she is. One's gonna be this outfit. Because I like it, and it's cute, and she's gonna be wearing Crocs, and it's gonna be great. And this is gonna be Cozy RJ. It's a vibe. It's fun. I'm gonna use this one for like my 4 a.m. streams. It's gonna be great. This is just the design. And then the other one is a secret. And I'm excited to share it with you guys. So I'll make this cozy one like first after like I finish the other model. And then I'll make and then I will make the other model design. I have like other ideas, but like I've only 2 alternate outfit plans for now. But yeah, it's a vibe, it's fun. How's the face in comparison to this face? I don't know which face I like more, because I don't hate this face. But this one is a bit rounder and cuter, I think. But yeah, let me see, what other things do I have planned? Oh, that's right. I want to start doing, like, animatics and animation memes. You guys know about the animation meme YouTube community? It's kind of poppin'. It looks like fun. I want to give it a shot. I'm really, really bad at drawing lots of pictures, though, so I don't know if I can do, like, more than one. But, I don't know, maybe I could, like, rig something with, like, After Effects, and then I could only draw, like, a couple pictures. Who knows? But yeah, I want to do animation memes with RJ, and then some other members of the gang. Perhaps Ryan and Sugi, and others, maybe. Who's to say? And then, oh yeah, I want to cover, KK Ska with only kazoos. And that's another plan that I have. And I don't know why, but it really matters to me. That one's really important to me. Sparrow Phantasm! What's up, Jack of Flaps? Yo, welcome! I'm taking a little stretch break right now. My hand all of a sudden got, like, a little sore. So I want to take care of myself. It's been a little bit. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for chilling with us. Here, I'll show you the drawing without the sketch break in the way. Yeah, it's fun. I'm playing the melodica. It's a time. It's a blast. It's a ball. It's a gang. Alright, one more big stretch. Ah, big stretch, big stretch. No, that's a good one. Alrighty, back into it. Gonna lay down. Alrighty. Get some good rest. Alexa, thank you. I'm gonna drop by before you go on an errand, but you'll be back. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll be streaming. I am getting a little tired. And I do want to rest my hand. But I'll probably be streaming. I'll try to finish at least, like, this, like, sketch shading that I'm doing. Oh, actually, wait. Okay, so I'll add the flats in there. Have streaming. Yeah! Thanks for stopping by. Man, I need to stream more often. Maybe I should do, like... Maybe I do need to stream my live 2D work. Because then I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We'll see. I always get afraid. I always get too afraid to stream live 2D work. Because I'm like, no, the people are going to want it to be a surprise. But I don't think anyone actually cares. I don't think anyone cares as much as I do. I did this liner incorrect. I gotta fix it. I see a mistake. This shouldn't be this way. It should be like this. That's better. Alrighty. So far, whenever I've asked for permission, they've been cool with it. Although it might be right. Or if it comes to bigger or complicated projects. Yeah, I have, on my, commission form, I have, like, a little checkbox that says, like, are you comfortable with me streaming it? And so far, I think literally all of my commission people have said, yes, it's fine. But I just haven't done it because, I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe I need to focus more when I do live 2D. This line got out of place, so I'm gonna move him back. I think that happened when I resized the hand. Okay. Actually, I can put this layer under this layer. I love when I accidentally do more work for myself in the moment, but then I can benefit from it. Oh, actually, I can do the same thing with this layer. Wow. 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 I don't know, yeah, I feel like if it were me, right, and I was commissioning someone to do my model, I would want it to be a surprise. So I can do the, oh dang it. So I could do the legendary model reveal, right? That, you know, you do a model reveal, you get profit. And I'm like, that sounds like a plan. Maybe not the most noble way of gaining followers, but it's a way to gain followers. How do you guys, what are your guys' opinions on VTubers just claiming a bunch of followers via a model reveal, like, follow goal thing? Sorry, I just hit my microphone with my pen, with my tablet pen. I hope that wasn't too loud for you guys. You guys probably didn't even hear it at all. I don't know. Yeah, honestly, I'm on the side of, like, if you know, you just like do what you gotta do to like gain like a follow count or following in the beginning. Like if it works, it works. Unless it's like destructive, you know? Destructive for yourself or for other people, then probably don't do that. But if you gain followers from like hiding your model behind a follow goal, then like, you know, more power to you then. It's hard out there for like content creators and stuff. If you find a way that works, then freaking amazing. Fantastic. Alrighty, let me see really quick. Okay. That's my theme song, everybody. Don't mind the neon green. It's momentary, it's temporary. Simply a way of laying down color. So I was thinking maybe I could do some dynamic lighting with this piece. Maybe I try for a change. Oh, did you guys like my Halloween piece? Because I was really happy with how that turned out. I'll show it off in just a second. Yeah, I feel like I have more respect towards people who can take content creation somewhat seriously and not participate in model reveal stuff versus people who seemingly VTube for the aesthetic, like in case where people purchase a model and set up an account but graduate before debut. Yeah, I know exactly. I get that actually. I have it's pretty easy to tell the people who are VTubing because they want to grow an audience and then VTubing because they have a lot of money. Is that too real? Is that should I don't know. I don't think it's like any secret that a lot of like the famous VTubers are only famous VTubers because they had a lot of money for a good model and good like commissions and stuff. I don't know. I don't think that's like taboo to say, right? Maybe real. Yeah. Absolutely. Better, more holographic. Wait, actually. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. I know, like, I'm sure, at some point, like, VTubing will either get oversaturated or the hype will die down. And I feel like it's more going on in, it's more getting oversaturated than having the hype die down. I mean, I don't know. Hello. Wait, how do I say your name again? Is it Pixies? Hello, good morning. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh, because I see people get thousands of dollars with really unique, thousands of followers with really unique Live 2D model that I get excited to see, but they never see the. Yeah. Okay, like Pissies. Pisky? I don't even know how to say that one. Pisces. It's Pisces, right? I don't want to say Pisces. That's my bad. It's Pisces. It's Pisces? I don't know how to speak English. I will say, and I don't know if I've talked about this on stream or anything, I don't think it's like a hot take, but I get kind of sad when I see people sell their models. I didn't mean to laugh. Yeah, I'm sorry for calling you Pisces. Welcome to the RJ streams. Yeah, I don't know. I get sad when I see people like selling models, and I also feel weird as like an artist. Like if someone were to like, if I were to make a model for someone, and then they were to sell it for a profit, that would put a weird taste in my mouth. Absolutely. Like, I don't know. Do people? That's like another question, right? Do people have the right to sell models that they paid for, even if like another, it was like a different artist? You know, some artists put like hard work into that, and they did get paid. But like, I don't know. I would feel weird as an artist doing a commission or like making a full character for someone, and then they just get rid of it, and then just kind of passed around like a hand-me-down. I don't know. Because I've seen that a lot. I see a lot of people who like sell their VTuber models, and I don't mind if it's like the artist who's selling it, right? Like I've seen that too, and that makes more sense to me. Like you're the original artist and you're like, no, I feel different now, I want a different model. And then you sell like your old VTuber model, like that feels like okay to me. It's a whole new can of worms. I guess it's the problem of a culture that's so yeah, that makes sense. Animation is the same way with artists not really being yeah. Also, I saw this thing that people who do like model commissions now, or like for like rigging or just the art, they're also charging like royalty fees, which is kind of strange to me. Like, and this isn't me like doing a hot take, this is probably more me not like fully understanding. But like, I guess it's because like people will use the model and like, well, like the IP or whatever, like on stream, and they'll earn like money from it, like via Twitch. But like, I feel like, yeah, they're not really earning money from the model, right? They're earning money from them being a streamer. That's another interesting topic. And I've never charged royalties for any of my stuff. I'm wondering like if I should. I don't know, I don't like charging extra for my work anyways, but if it's like something that would be harmful to like the rest of the community, if I didn't charge royalties, then like I absolutely would. It's weird. A lot of weird stuff is happening from VTubing. I'm just here for the ride, honestly. I'm here to make fun content, hopefully. Have I got all the flat colors now? Except for the melodica. Okay, cool. Like royalties. Yeah, I think I saw that. I think something like that, yeah. I may be a bit wrong. I may not be completely correct. But there was like a thread going around that got popular from it. Actually, here, give me 1 minute and I'll try to find it. I think I know a way to find it. Because I think I know someone who like retweeted it or something or talked about it. Let me see, let me see. A little bit longer. I'm scrolling. I'm trying. Oh, I may have gone too far. Yeah, I don't think I will find it. I think it was like that long ago. Wait. Oh, I think I'm getting close. Okay. Oh, it was deleted. Yeah, it got deleted. Okay. Yeah, like commercial fees for VTubing. I don't know much about it. But yeah, that's a thing that happened like a week or two ago. Maybe a week and a half ago. Yeah, I don't really have a stand on whether that's like you should or shouldn't. I don't really care that much. For now, I won't charge royalties. If something changes in the future where we realize that we should, then maybe I will. I don't know. I feel like generally I just... in general, I don't care about a lot of things as much as other people. Speaking of shady practicing in VTubing, not just artists, but all over the world, these companies are recruiting streamers with seemingly no proper setup / idea of how it works / professionalism, and in some cases, like in Korea, the company says they expect only female applicants to come into the office for work. Oh. Ooh, that's a weird taste in my mouth. Ooh. I do know, like, Korea is kind of no stranger to, like, sketchy, like, entertainment business practices, like, just with, like, the whole K-pop industry, you know. So it doesn't surprise me, unfortunately. Yeah, with, like, the everything about the K-pop industry. Okay, I changed this eye shape. Hopefully it's fine. Hopefully it doesn't look horrible. Yeah, I don't see many Korean VTubers. Well, I see like independent ones. I don't see a lot of like company Korean VTubers. I know Niji Sanji has a Korean branch. Sucks, but I guess VTubing is profitable and noticeable now. A lot of shady people are taking... Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. It's kind of getting into that stage, huh? Also, kind of off topic, but didn't like... the girl who played like Sebyok in Squid Game say she watched VTubers? Or something like that? Because I definitely read that, but I have zero idea if that's real or not. That'd be really funny though. Okay, so what's happening? I gotta draw that. I gotta shade in that melodica. Yeah, I have no idea if that's a true thing because just based on the fact that I am like a member in the community, right? Like it doesn't seem like it would be real. Alright, I'm gonna color in the melodica a slightly different shade of, I guess black than what my jacket and the rest of my outfit is. I'm gonna hide that for now, actually. Do 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 do. Man, I feel like I haven't heard anything about Squid Game in a little bit. Holy crap. I feel like media nowadays just like exists for a week and then we just immediately move on from it. Like not even like move on to a new thing. Like it just no longer exists after that. Like we're all just so dissociated and our like understanding of like time and everything is just so warped. Either because of depression or the pandemic. Who's to say? Do you guys know what I mean? Or am I being a bit too, like... Am I reading into things too much? I don't know. Okay. The keys. The sweet ivories. The sweet ivory boys. I'm gonna hide the skin layer so I can color this more accurately. Actually, it doesn't really matter that much because I'm gonna fill it in with a selection tool. Watched a video about an effed up theory study about how like 1/3 of the online or 1/3 of online content is bot generated, which explains why so much content feels. Yep, I feel that. Everything is like so. Everything feels so dystopian nowadays. So I just try to be the best I can be. And even that's stressful. I don't know. I wish I didn't let it get to me so much. You know what upsets me a lot? And it definitely upsets other people. But just like, cryptocurrency, more specifically like NFTs. Like there was a whole thing about it, like a VTuber who did it recently. And it just like puts a pit in my stomach. Like the fact that we're all just like, or like a lot of people are just like okay with that happening and stuff. I don't know. I'm a pretty simple-minded person, I think. Not like I'm stupid, but I don't know, I think things more simply. It just seems like it's just the whole thing seems upsetting to me in a lot of ways for a lot of reasons. With the Frodo actor, oh, why can't I remember his name? Why can't I know exactly? Yeah. I didn't see that controversy. What's his name? All I can think of is Daniel Radcliffe. That's definitely not it, though. What is his name? I'm not gonna look it up. It's in my brain. I can remember this. Shoot! I really can't remember. He was like talking about denouncing this NFT he purchased because the artist was... Wow. Because the artist... Maybe you're about all morals and you'll denounce... Yeah, I think I did see that, actually. I think I saw that memed. Okay, so let me think about this. I see. I don't know. It's all very, like, mentally exhausting to me. So I'm gonna try and do dynamic lighting again because I hate myself. Gonna add a glow layer. Oh, that's a lot lighter than I meant it to be. Well, whatever, I'll just, like, lower the opacity a lot, right? That's what you should do. Alright, so I've decided the light will be coming from the side and then slightly behind. That's dynamic lighting, am I right, baby? I don't know if I should put... No, I won't put any extra lighting in the eyeballs. They're okay the way they are. Elijah Wood, yeah! Okay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't remember at all, so... That's who he is. That's correct. Too bad about him. I don't even know if I want to do this lighting. I'm considering it. Bad news bears, Tony Hawk is- oh, well, that's great. That's cool. That's real fun. It's so scary to me. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's just spooky. I mean, like, that's like, I don't like cryptocurrency as a whole, honestly. Like, the whole feeling of it is just, like, very scary to me. That, and I just want to buy my graphics card, please. Just let me buy my graphics card, finally. I'm struggling with real money calculations that I can't understand. Yeah. I really, really don't understand it. Which, like, sure, is probably where all the fear is coming from. How do I feel about this lighting? What if I added a little light here? The eyes. Oh, maybe we'll add a little bit more light to the hair? Okay. Alright, boys, how are we feeling about the lighting? Not gonna lie, I'm not like super vibing with it. Yeah, I feel that. I don't know. Technology scares me. I'm okay with being a boomer. Especially considering how many artists are being taken advantage. Yeah. It's weird. And dystopian. And I just want to draw pictures and get some cold hard cash, you know? Don't put myself past, or I don't put it past myself to one day be an old person without. Oh, sure. Absolutely, right? I mean, it's gonna happen to almost everyone, I think. Okay. I'm not super vibing with this lighting. Maybe it's because I don't have any other shadows down. Who knows? I also need to add like the zippers in, because I didn't really do that. You know what I'm realizing? This part of the jacket would be like down here kind of, and I didn't do that at all. Okay, maybe I leave this drawing here for now. Let's see if I put it on this background. Turn the light up a little bit. I feel like maybe I just need to do more rim lighting around around like the whole image, perhaps. Like maybe it's more on this side, but I'll put a little bit going around like the shoulders here too. Right? Maybe? Right? Maybe? Maybe? Only maybe. Who knows? Certainly not me. I don't know. Thinking about what you said about internet audiences being more open to dark content. Oh yeah, I mean, well, it also depends on like which side of the internet you're on. Like I feel like Reddit would be like proud to be like dark humor and everything, but Twitter would be try to be a bit more like open, or not open, but like a bit more concerned with like certain triggers. I feel the same. I wouldn't think really of publishing my own personal story. I'd probably start with Nowline. Oh wait, to which part? I got confused. Just because it gets so personal sometimes. Therefore dark, but that's just how I am. Yeah. I don't know. I got like weird like parts of my own past, and I'm like, I don't know, the way I cope with it, right, is just to joke about it. Is that healthy? I don't know. It's a thing that happens. That lighting looks really ugly when put on a... Well, it looks okay when it's like on a black background. It looks really ugly though when it's like that. Okay. Put like a little something on the sides here. Right? Right? I don't know. I don't know, folks. How are we feeling? I think now is maybe my time to step away and then deal with it later. I drew for a while. I think this was a good enough stream. Okay, so yeah, I guess I'll end the stream here for now. We kinda got into like some more real topics at the end. My bad. Anyway, let's see who we can raid. Actually, is anyone from the Hino Den streaming right now? Not that I see. If you stream and you want me to raid you someday. Oh no, you're fine. You're all good. You're all good. Yeah, and if you guys are like, hey, I want RJ to raid me someday, whenever she streams, like, every 3 weeks, drop by in the Discord or stay in the Discord and make sure your Twitch is attached to your name, because I might raid you someday. Alrighty. Who have we got? Who is streaming currently? I could raid Clea, but she also has a lot of viewers and I don't wanna I don't wanna be a bother. Let's check out the art category actually. That was really fun. I did that one time. And I rated someone with just a few viewers. That was a lot of fun. Viewers low to high, please. Let's search that way. Yeah, if you guys know anyone who's streaming art maybe, let me know. Yeah. Let me see. I want to do, well, there's a lot of Korean streamers actually. I'd like to raid a VTuber though. Who's a VTuber who's also streaming art? Let me see. I'm just scrolling through. Don't leave yet, you guys. We have to raid someone. You're not allowed to leave until we raid. If they mostly speak Korean. Yeah, I'd probably want to raid an English-speaking person. For now. Is there anyone with like... Maybe we check out the VTuber category. Oh, plus... Ooh, okay. I'm trying to... Oh, this is much easier to navigate. Okay, hold on. Yeah, like I said, you guys aren't allowed to leave me yet. I gotta raid someone, so everyone hang out for a second. Okay, okay. Hey, look, I found myself. Oh, this person has cool art. Let me see. Oh, cool. You know what? Instead, we're gonna wait for the ad for just a second. Yeah, I think I found someone. I have to wait for the ad to play out now, so that's fun. I'll do jacket flaps in the meantime. Haha! Heyo! This is good. This is fun. I'm having a good time. The ad's almost over? I don't even know. It's almost over. A few more seconds. And... Come on. Okay, this looks like cool art. They're drawing Iron Mouse. Okay, we'll read this person. Their name is Gene Famous. They have really cool art. Alrighty, are we ready? The raid message is, I don't know, just spam my emotes, I guess. I don't know. The raid message is, what's up? Okay, but, there we go. We're ready. Oh wait, this channel has a follower or subscriber only chat. Huh. Do we want to do it? Now I'm concerned. Should we do it anyways? Cancel. I'm sorry. Next time. I'm sorry. Follow them anyways. They have cool art. But I want to do someone that we can all just chill with for a second. I kind of feel bad. I'm still looking. Okay. Oh, this person's like... This person seems cool. Let me see. Please don't give me an ad. Please don't give me an ad. Cool, we didn't have an ad. Okay, great. They're a PNG tuber. And I don't know if their channel is followers only. No, they seem chill. Okay. They're German and they have cool art. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna rate this person. I like their shading style. Yeah, they don't have to know. It's a secret. It's a secret. Okay. Okay, cool. Akira Natsumi, we're coming for you. Yeah, but thanks everyone for stopping by. I really appreciate it. This is a really random stream. I don't know, maybe I'll stream again soon. Who knows? There's no way of knowing. But anyways, bye-bye.